Hey guys, welcome back to the Lobby Podcast, where myself, Jordan, and Paul try to make sense of our topic of the week that we probably start by knowing nothing about and end by knowing very minimal, but we try. So today, I had a topic to bring to the table. We have an expert with us today. You may not know him. He's also a host with the show. Paul, a relationship expert in our presence. Wow, I'm honored to be here with you.
I strongly disagree with that.
I mean, you're the only one that's been in one in the last 4 years.
Incredibly false statement about it.
Yeah,
you're more than both of you guys, right?
Yeah, so, I was just, what's your secret, Paul? How do you make it work? You know, like they ask all the old people, like, what's your secret?
Like, how have you guys been married for 55 years?
How have you been in a year?
Then, like, the old dude's saying some, like, absolutely dumb.
Love her with all your heart.
Yeah.
What is it actually?
And then the grandma's like, oh, just fight every day and, have a lot of sex. And then, like, that's all they say. And they're like 85.
How long have you been in your relationship?
A year and a half.
Year and a half now?
Yeah. Since summer or, like, beginning of freshman year.
Sorry, there's no
Of college, not high school. Freshman year of college. It's kind of weird, because, like, that seems like a lot more recent than it actually is.
I feel like there's a time that I remember you being like outside of a relationship, but it's very short time. Because like I kind of met you when you were with Emily, maybe like 6 months after I met you, and you've been with Emily ever since. Like I don't know, like.
Not even though. The first weekend that like we all went out together, Emily came with us.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't remember a time.
When was the last time you were in a relationship?
Oh. Well, are we talking like, what kind of relationships are we talking here?
Okay,
are we talking like...
When did you like date somebody?
The last time I was in a serious relationship was it actually ended my junior year of high school, and it was like an on and off thing until senior year. But the last time it was like a serious thing was my junior year of high school. That was like what? 4 years ago?
Yeah, come on 4.
Jordan, what about you?
Damn. I've been in a relationship, and I'm going strong. 19 years of life. I'm almost 20.
I remember when we used to like rip on you more for that.
But we still do.
Yeah, that's funny. But that's like kind of incredible. Nothing against you.
No, I think
like,
that's a compliment almost.
But like Jordan has never been like locked down.
This may be an unpopular opinion about relationships and dating and the whole college scene and everything. I think relationships are completely... The only reason I'm in a relationship, by the way, is because if you ever see me in a relationship, is to get married. Like, we're 20 years old, which isn't that old, by the way, not that old. Like, people can get married whenever they want, blah, 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 to each be his or her own. But I'm 20 years old, like, my next relationship, I want to be serious enough that I'm getting married. Like, I don't want to... This whole experience dating thing, I don't know, you not being in, like, a relationship in the past, like, I don't know if that, for you, is different. But I'm sorry, like, there's... The next one for me, like, hopefully is...
I feel like it's definitely good to at least be in, like, 1 or 2 relationships before, like, you start considering, like, the big picture.
Right, but how do you even find out, like, what's the point of being in the 1 or 2 relationships then?
Trial and error. Because I feel like in every relationship you go into, like, you don't really ask those questions unless you're, like, really serious.
That's true.
But, like, in high school, you're like, oh, I'm dating this girl. Oh, we're going to go to college together.
That's when you have to experience that, though. I'm sorry, like...
break up. And it's just like, well...
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me.
Hot boy summer.
I feel like you don't go into a relationship thinking that, like, this is just, like, a trial and error type thing. Because especially when you're in high school, I feel like you're not even thinking about that. Like, I feel like it's you're in high school, you said, oh, like, I'm dating whoever, because you're young or whatever.
Yeah, but you don't ask those bigger questions.
But once you start, like, I feel like, I don't know, thinking about that bigger picture.
Bro, I hope nobody gets a hold of this video. I'm going to tell you guys a story that I'm not necessarily proud of. My junior year of high school, I think it was right before Christmas time, because it was cold outside, and me and my girlfriend at the time, like we almost been dating for like a whole year, like we've been together for a while. And it wasn't like dating, like there's middle school dating, there's early high school dating, there's late high school dating. I would argue is like somewhat serious, and then like you actually go on dates and like you go places together like without like parental supervision or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Like
so
your parents drop you off at the movies, and then they pick you back up too.
So we kind of low key used to argue a lot. A bunch of my fault, 100% my fault. Like I was a little kid, I was a total idiot. But we used to argue a lot. And there's one argument we had. We were at school, and we weren't like arguing loud enough. We never ever did that. Like we wouldn't argue loud enough that like people would get involved. And, you know what I'm saying? Like we weren't those people. But I remember we were on our way to class after lunch. We'd kind of low-key been arguing all lunch, and I was like, I told her, I was like, we're not gonna last until college anyway.
Ooh.
Right? Like it was bad. Like it was bad.
Oh, you said that? Or
I said that to her.
You said that to her.
I said that to her.
Did she cry?
Bro. Days we didn't we didn't really talk for a few days. Like it was like we did talk. Like we were like I was like, hey, like I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. She was like, I'm sorry, like whatever. She would call me crying, and I'm like, oh whatever, like I'm sorry. And you know, like imagine me handling that now. It was way worse back then. Like if somebody calls me crying right now, I'm sorry, like you're either getting laughed at or I'm like it depends on the situation. But like if it was any of those situations, I'm sorry, you're getting laughed at.
Hot take.
I'm different.
Bro,
in a bad way.
The first like half a year to a year of a relationship, like they're fights. But like now, and Emily, if you listen to this, I apologize. Like now, I'm just like past the fight where like if there is an argument or something like that, and let's say that like she's mad about something or I'm mad about something, about 30 seconds to a minute into this little argument, I just like lose the motivation for it. And it's just kind of like,
I feel that.
It's like, and then you start to laugh, and then it usually ticks off the other person more, and then like it's funnier, and then I feel bad, and then I end up apologizing even if I didn't start it. And so like in the end, I feel like the guy's always gonna kind of look like the douche, just one way or another.
Yeah.
Because like if you're laughing, you have to apologize, but if you're mean, you have to apologize.
It sucks when you're like you actually are like the douche.
Yeah.
You know, like that was me. I didn't really have means to complain, and looking back, I was like. I blame the fact that we argued a lot and whatever on this, that, or the other thing. But bro, it was 100% my fault. 100% looking back, I feel horrible. Like at the time, I'm sure she actually did like me a lot. I don't know. Like we haven't talked about it since. We actually really haven't talked all that much at all. Awkward. But like I'm sure like we saw each other, it'd be nice. But you know, like it's college now. I feel like we all grew up so much like within like the last 4 years. Like. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a pretty good position to give relationship advice, you know? Like, I know a thing or two. Maybe not.
I've seen a thing or two.
Exactly. If you look at it, though, us three, we're all in completely different situations.
100%.
Yeah. Like, I would say, like, Jordan, lack of experience. Me, like, lack of recent experience. Respectfully. No, and Paul, like, experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, it blows my mind. Like, I think we three could give perfect advice.
Are you gonna say
three different viewpoints? I see what you're saying.
Yeah, we have three different viewpoints.
Either that or like the worst advice you could possibly get from anyone.
Probably horrible advice.
We wouldn't agree on anything.
I will say though that this might be a little bit skewed because like thinking on this now and kind of like looking back at high school, the two like serious relationships and dating that I had, like pretty sure both those girls didn't even like me. Not even gonna lie. Like we're not gonna mention them. But like senior year, you know, like it was. Great senior year, respectfully, yeah. But senior year, you know, it was a great time, and like I liked these two different girls at separate times, and then looking back on it now, it's probably like, oh, they just talked a lot of talk, but I don't think they actually liked me.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily me. The only serious relationship I had, like I actually did really like her, and I really liked her for a long time, but like, bro. I fumbled the bag on that one. That was bad. Like I've never treated somebody so horribly, and I treat people terribly already.
Do you think if that whole thing didn't go down, that relationship would still be a thing?
Which part? Like if the story I told you didn't go down? Bro, we dated for another 6 months after that.
Wow.
Explain that to me. Explain that to me. Bro.
She must have like actually really liked
I think we only
you.
dated for bro. I think she actually really did, and I think I like shattered her heart.
Why did you break up at the end then?
We ended up breaking up in the end because I lost not interest in her, but interest in the relationship. Like, I didn't want to be in a relationship anymore. I just thought, like, you know, like, young me, like, growing up, football team, like, I thought, like, I'm supposed to be doing something so much more, like, being out. No, it was bad, bro. It was, the whole situation was bad for me. I poorly handled. Like, looking back, do I think we'd be together today? No, like,
so just do the opposite of every single thing Joey does. Just
literally.
The complete opposite, and you'll probably, like, marry that person.
Now I would argue, like, the funny thing is, like, she was good. Like, she treated me good and everything. Like, no excuse, like, to fumble the bag like that. It was bad.
Well, both those girlfriends that I had, like, they, like, didn't, like, treat me good, you know? Once again, they probably won't ever hear this, but, like, if they do. Like, the first one senior year, beginning of senior year, dude, like, we didn't hang out. Like, the only time we would hang out is, like, I'd be like, hey, you want to go get something to eat? And I just think we remember this story. I asked her if she wanted to get something to eat, and she said no, because this was, like, one of the times where she was, like, we were like, eating in front of me. But she wanted to go on a drive. So we go to Taco Bell, and just because, like, I was eating whatever I wanted, so I was like, all right, I'll get a Taco Bell. And, like, she didn't want to go inside, so we sat in my car, and I ate Taco Bell in front of her. And, like, at that point, it wasn't weird, but, like, thinking back on it, I was like, how did I eat, like, a soft taco dinner box by myself in front of this chick? And then, like, the next day at school, I was like, hey, good morning. Like, did you sleep okay last night? Like,
bro, that's so
goofy.
That's so funny.
Just, like, the most high school thing in the world.
Now, with all that being said, right, back to the script, because, you know, like, we're sitting here, we're trying to figure out college. Like, as much as I could reminisce about high school all day, I have fun with the bag. But looking into college, where do you look for COVID and everything, bro? Where do you look for a female, a significant other, whatever?
Like,
because I'm telling you, I have no idea. I'm maybe like everybody that goes to the Altoona Mall. No offense, is like 12. Like, if you're looking for somebody there, like, you really need to get checked.
dude, I gotta be honest, the places to look, now this isn't like a specific area, but it's like either closest friend group you have or complete stranger, and you build from there.
Yeah.
You can't date someone that you've, like, kind of known for a couple years.
Complete stranger, I'd say, right? Yeah. I'd say it's the best way to go. The only thing with that, I feel like, is you're just kind of taking a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Gotta say though,
hate
Emily,
that.
complete stranger. Like, kind of knew her from, like, high school because we grew up in the same area. But, like, complete stranger. Summer, we hung out. Hit it off. Now we got it, you know? Like, it worked out in the end.
You said, like, a close friend group or something like that.
Like, immediate friend group.
Then
Like,
you,
not like a kind of somebody.
Then you, like, know someone. You know what you're getting into, kind of. Where, like, for example, say I went to, like, a party and I met someone. Complete random person.
Yep.
Shot in the dark.
Which, by the way, is one of the most stressful things a human being can do. So I would honestly, I would recommend that to no one and never do it. Or I would recommend that to everyone, but never do it myself. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, people who do that, like, I'm sorry, it turns out one of two ways. Oh my gosh, like, this guy just hit on me, like, what do I do? Or is it like oh my gosh, like, this guy just hit on me, like, keep him away from me, like, he's so, like, scary. And bro, I don't ever think, like, I would be, like, that open, like, for that reason. Like, the response is gonna kill me. Like, the gym, no, that's like number one place.
I'd say that's the place. Yeah, definitely. Don't go to the gym. Get, like, a filthy, stinky chest workout in, and then, like, go hit on the girl on the treadmill or something. Which I could kind of, I feel like you, yeah.
I would not, because here's why I wouldn't do it. Today, here's why, we were at the gym today, right? We were at the gym today. Jordan wasn't there. We were at the gym, me and Paul, and we're doing leg day, right? Like, brutal, like, I can barely walk, like, I'm doing squats, I'm doing leg press, like, it hurts. And, like, you know, like, if, hypothetically speaking, there was a girl in there, like, I would look like an idiot, like, shaking, trying to walk over to this female. Like, I'm sorry, I couldn't do that. I also don't want to be sweaty, like, there is no right place, but I know that that's not the right place. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no right or wrong place, but except for that.
I understand that, though.
Classroom, maybe. I don't think classes. That's where to look. That works. Go if you're in a class with somebody. What do you mean?
I think the class works pretty well.
If you're not even, it's a Zoom class. I think that works even better. If you're in the same Zoom class as somebody, if it's like a 50-person class, well, good luck, Charlie. You're not gonna make it. But if it's like a smaller class,
drop your snap in the chat box,
bro. Drop your snap in the chat box. That's for funny people. Anybody else, you know, like, follow them on Instagram, search them up on Instagram, like, hey, like, what you said in class was nice, like, I'll follow you on Instagram, and then maybe, like, if you're really feeling bold, shoot a DM. But I feel like the following on Instagram is like, all right, I want to get to know this person.
No, I have a question. So, do you think, we'll start off by saying this, do you think that, for example, like, the mall would be an adequate place to, say there was a decent mall with a lot of people, like, people your age, is an adequate place to meet someone?
No. No.
No, because just like the gym. Well, mind you, it's not the worst place. It's not the worst place by no means. But it's just like the gym. If you go there, you're like typically going for a purpose. Like
Yes.
you're going to like
I was
buy something.
I was literally
or
about to say that.
Just go there and leave. Like
That makes sense.
I wouldn't want to be held up.
Yeah,
Because
because
like social like events, I guess, or you're going to like
yes,
Yeah, if
where
you're
people
going
are
to meet
going
people, yeah.
purposely to socialize,
100%.
because like
class.
there's a chance like if you see like a girl at the mall or the gym and you're like, hey, what's up? My name is Joey, and then like they're like, I have a boyfriend, and then you just look awkward and dumb.
Yeah, you're
but like
down,
if you're going to a
down
party,
immensely.
chances are the people who will talk to you are already single.
That's true.
They're not in a
Yeah.
relationship.
I would highly recommend only social. Not only. Do you, man? Hey, you want to shoot your shot? I don't judge. But
Also-
social setting.
Now watch out for the ones who are in a relationship. Just the other one isn't there because
Yeah.
throw back to high school, you know.
Yikes.
But
Yikes.
post breakup glow ups though are incredible.
Mine was not a glow up at all.
I had a weird.
It
glow
took
up in
me
high
like
school.
6 months to glow up. Like, but like after
it was
Joe froze.
arguably, like I feel like people that saw me in the situation thought I like was trying to glow up or whatever. But like it took me like 6 months to feel like I was better off. Like, you know, that's when I started, like, it was the end of football season my senior year, I think, like, after we broke up. That's when I, like, started hanging out with, like, new people or whatever and not just, like, playing video games all the time and being an idiot.
And now what do you do?
Now, what do I,
play
now
games all the time.
now
Play
it's,
video games
at
all
least
the
I go to the gym now. That's the only plus I have. I didn't go to the gym before. Now I go to the gym.
Go to the gym.
I'm just all around down bad.
Yeah,
but Jordan, I know you're not talking right now.
My post relationship. I've been growing up since the day I was born. You know, I don't even need a relationship.
Fresh out of the womb, Jordan's just been. Oh my god.
Jordan just starts crying.
This is incredible to think
Day one,
about.
I'm just down so bad.
No, because like here, maybe this sounds like an excuse, but like if I'm being honest, I don't think I've ever met someone where I was like, hey, I'd love to be in like a relationship with that person. Because like after a while, I just feel like it becomes like a headache almost.
The only reason I'm calling cap there is because I don't know if girls do this, but every TikTok I see of guys, it's like, oh, don't like. Every guy has considered like dating you, like or you know,
Yeah,
like
there's, like,
doing
example.
the thing.
I'm
Van doing. You know, like it's not every guy with every girl. I'm just saying like I wouldn't put it past most guys with most girls. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think also because since I had that lack of experience, a lot of people my age are looking for like what you were saying.
Oh,
So,
you're
like,
100%
so, like,
right.
I can't-
Jordan's playing catch up.
So how do I just jump into that? You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's
Yeah.
like a hard thing to do, and so I feel like it's borderline impossible to just jump into that.
Jordan, I hate to say it, you're probably gonna go through like 2, maybe 3 relationships, and it's not
And
gonna
they're
end
gonna
well.
be, and they're gonna be
And
terrible breakups.
it's
because
gonna be
everybody's like
horrible
wet.
breakups because everyone around you at that point in your life is gonna be like getting engaged,
That's what I'm saying.
like
man.
graduating college, getting engaged, like
People
buying
have kids
houses,
already, and I'm like,
and Jordan's gonna
I
be like
have to
at the
get
bar,
that.
like, "Hey, what's your snap?" And he's like 23.
That's the problem with
No
college.
offense, but like,
Everybody, that blows my mind. Everybody's coming from different places.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you. My school was completely different. Like, we didn't, not that we didn't go out as much, but like, we all had like our tight friend groups and
Right.
we'd go out with them. Like, we didn't meet, even like within our own school, like, we didn't meet new people. I don't know like what yours is, but like, it was very limiting as far as like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
My school, my graduating class was 64 kids. Like I knew everyone's first and
yeah,
last name.
exactly.
So, like,
and not that it's weird to date them, but like, you've known them already for so long, like, dating them now is like,
that's what I was saying. Like, you can't halfway know someone and then get in a relationship because it
Yeah.
just won't work out. Won't ever work out. So, I don't know. Now, if you were in a relationship, or when you were in a relationship, what are the good things that you think you did? Jordan, we can ask your opinion on some of these facts, but do you think you did like anything halfway decent? Any advice that you might give someone like Jordan?
I could give advice now because of how bad I did before. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I will say I did try at least to buy. I tried to buy every meal, even though like my summer job.
absolutely.
I tried to buy every meal. So whenever you do get in a relationship, buy the meals.
94 cents to my name right now. So like, shout his nap to like.
Wow.
He's gonna have to pay for my meal too if she wants to go out.
Bro, that's one thing not to do because like I don't know if there's a time when a girl was like paid for like a full meal for me.
Oh, never.
It's also a
Never
money
would.
pit though. I'll be honest, Jordan. If you're getting into one, you need a job. You need a job
you know what?
or
I
a source of
100% agree.
income to get into a serious relationship.
Well, what other? So there's obviously. I think that's the fundamental. I'm sorry, I've never been in a situation where I'm opening doors for the other. Like you should 100% given the opportunity to open the door for your significant other, whoever you're there with.
Not the car door because that's like 40s.
Yeah, I've never been in this. Well,
But the door to the
that's true.
restaurant, the door to any building you go into, and the door to like the
But I've
movie
never
theater.
understood the whole car opening thing. Like I've never been in a situation where like she's either like we're usually walking equally next to each other to the car, and then we branch off like that and get in at the same time.
Actually, fancy
It's
dates.
weird.
Fancy dates, like when Emily and I go somewhere, like to like a nice dinner, like we go out, to like Pittsburgh or something. We do that. I open the door for her there, and I close the door for her there. Because like I don't know, it's like chivalry isn't dead. I guess it like really isn't dead all the time, but like every other time she just gets in by herself. Like one of those things.
See, that's why we keep the expert around.
Okay.
Like
Now
bring a tear to the guy.
this might just be like another weird little fact, but every time we walk on the sidewalk, the girl always walks on the inside.
Yep. Just in case there were to be somebody that drives on the curb. My dad taught me that one.
Yeah.
Shout out.
That right there,
Shout
that's
out
actually
Pops.
probably the most important one. Even over the credit card situation.
I agree.
Girl on the inside all
I
the
would have
time.
thought of it in a million years.
Yeah,
She's
no,
like walking in the gutter.
Anytime, my dad usually did it with like little siblings.
Yeah, no.
Because like
like,
anytime
like,
the
if you have
younger sibling, yeah,
that's exactly.
Because my dad still does that with me today. It's funny.
Yeah.
Like if I'm walking next to him, he'll be like, "Yo, let's just switch sides," and I know why now, but
Yeah. But hey, it works. I mean, like I don't know.
yeah, 100% agree. I'd like to thank our expert Paul for joining us today and every single week because he's also a host. We don't know what we're talking about. That's the disclaimer for the day. We're really bad at relationships. Oh, everybody but Paul is bad at relationships. So I'm glad I got to use this opportunity to learn.
Emily could probably argue with that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
She's gonna shoot me.
Wow.
A text, like,
Hey, listen to your podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you're the expert that they're talking about.
it's like-
You don't open doors for me ever, and I always walk on the inside of the road.
She'd be like, "When's the last time we went to dinner, Paul?" Huh? And I'm like, great.
Just to wrap it up, don't meet a girl at the gym. Buy your girl flowers, open the door. Should you find a girl that's worth it? Or should you determine it in yourself to be worth it? Buy her flowers, open doors, take her out nice to eat, pay for it. That's all I know because it's in every TV show ever. Yeah, we're really just whole bad at the relationship thing. Thanks for watching. Tune in every single week because we have new content. Thanks for watching. Check us out, Collegiate Review. Peace out.
See you guys next week.